Naperville School District 203 is implementing the revised Gifted and Talented identification process. This video will highlight the process for Honors Math and Project Idea. A draft of the matrix for Project Idea Plus is also included. PI Plus information will be finalized and shared this winter. The outcome of this presentation is to outline Honors Math and Project Idea identification and placement process. Foundational to this district's identification and placement process are these beliefs. We believe that a student's talents and gifts manifest themselves in multiple ways across all cultural and economic strata and at different times during a student's academic journey. We believe that all students should be educated and nurtured in a climate where their talents and potential are valued and fostered. We believe that all students should be supported and challenged by a program of study with rigorous and relevant curriculum so that students can achieve at levels commensurate with their intellect and ability and reach their full potential. We believe that all students who exhibit exceptional intellect or who perform or have demonstrated the potential to perform at superior levels when compared to others of their age, experience, and/or environment in academic disciplines should have advanced learning opportunities available to them. For the identification process, there are several opportunities with universal testing throughout our system. The opportunity alternates from ability to achievement as the students progress through elementary school. By the time a student reaches junior high, achievement is consistently the opportunity. A parent would have to request further gifted testing during junior high since students are not automatically tested. The universal assessment used as the first step in the identification and placement process for each grade is listed below. COGAT is the first step in 3rd grade fall and 4th grade winter. The performance series is used as the first step in the following grades: 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 7th winter. Gifted and Talented Services consist of Honors Mathematics, Project Idea, and Project Idea Plus. There are 2 pathways to placement in Gifted and Talented Services. The first pathway is to qualify for testing and have those scores placed on a matrix. Range of scores qualify a student for points on the matrix. If the points add up to a certain score, the student qualifies for placement. If the student does not qualify for further testing or does not qualify for placement, an appeal can be filed for consideration. The matrix, which has a variety of measures, allows students to qualify with more than one data point. If the student does not fit the profile outlined on the matrix, he or she can submit an appeal for consideration to the Appeals Committee. Please go to the website to access and complete an appeal. The deadlines for the appeals process can also be found on the website.
Here's an illustration of the identification and placement process. The COGAT is an important test in the process. Students who score a 90th percentile rank on the quantitative nonverbal composite will receive a letter stating that they qualify for further testing. Those with an 89th percentile rank or below will stay in the regular class. It is listed as current placement appropriate. If the student does not qualify for further testing, and a parent, student, or staff member decides that they have a rationale and could make a case for having further testing, they can go to the website and submit an appeal. The Appeals Committee will consider the appeal and decide yes, the student qualifies for further testing, or no, the current placement is appropriate. Once testing is completed, the scores are put on a matrix. Those students who score a 10 or more out of a possible 20 are placed in Honors Math or Project Idea. Those who score a 9 or less will remain in their current placement, which is the regular course. If convincing rationale could be created for placement, and appeals can be filled out at this point for consideration by the Appeals Committee. If the committee agrees with the appeal, the student will be placed in Honors Math or PI. If not, the student will remain in the regular course. When the COGAT is not a universal test, Performance Series becomes the first step in the process. For Honors Math, the Performance Series test is mathematics, and for Project Idea, the Performance Series test is reading. Students who score a 90th percentile rank or higher on the Performance Series will qualify to take the COGAT and follow the steps outlined before. Those who score at the 89th percentile rank or below will remain in the regular placement, or they can appeal to take the COGAT. Identification and placement in gifted services begins in 3rd grade, 2nd trimester with honors math, which continues through 8th grade. Identification for Project IDEA and Project IDEA Plus takes place at the end of 3rd grade, with placement beginning in 4th grade and continuing through 8th grade. Both Honors Math and Project IDEA are offered at every elementary and junior high school and consist of pull-out instruction during normally scheduled math and literacy blocks. Project IDEA is an honors language arts class. IDEA stands for Increase and Develop Excellence in Academics. Project IDEA Plus is a self-contained program with all-day instruction. It is a class that integrates the core curriculums together. The placement of students takes into consideration 2 areas: the tests we use and the input we receive from teachers. For Honors Math and PI, the biggest change is to reduce the weight of the ability test and increase the weight of the achievement tests, because these programs are more for academically talented students. For PI Plus, the focus remains on ability, since this is a gifted program. A student would have to demonstrate academic strengths by already participating in both Honors Math and PI or qualifying for both programs before PI Plus is considered. For PI Plus, there is an opportunity to demonstrate strengths with either cognitive abilities or creative abilities. We have created new placement matrices. On the screen, we are showing the Honors Math, PI, and PI Plus matrices. The PI and PI Plus matrices will be used this spring. The new placement matrices provide consistency and clarity for the process. First, the Honors Math and Project IDEA matrices mirror one another. Next is visual weighting of the aptitude tests and the content tests. The aptitude test, which is still the COGAT but different subtests, carries more weight in the placement into Project IDEA Plus than it does for Honors Math and Project IDEA. The content tests carry more weight in the placement for Honors Math and Project IDEA programs than in Project IDEA Plus. For the new matrices, this should help us better place students in the program. To bring consistency and clarity to the scales used, the Honors Math and Project IDEA matrices will use percentile ranks. Since the students qualifying for PI Plus typically score in the 99th percentile, the standard age scores will be used for the Project IDEA Plus placement. One of the most important parts of the process will be a new appeals process. The new process will allow family members, a staff member, or even the student to appeal the formal matrix placement process. The rationale will be considered by an appeals committee who will independently and collaboratively consider the merits of the appeal. We are looking for students who may have a consistent testing history with a few exceptions, or students who may thrive given new opportunities. This will allow for individual consideration in the placement process. It is important to know that an appeal can be submitted if a student did not qualify for further testing or if they are not placed once the matrix score is calculated. The appeals form can be found on the district website. The decision of the appeals committee is final.
This is the final year of implementation of the new Gifted and Talented Identification and Placement process. This winter, we will provide an update for the winter and spring process. If you have questions, please email us at giftedservices@naperville203.org.